And we are live.
Recently started reading this book, a book of a great author. Forget about the author. A philosopher talked about in this book that give in whatever you have in this moment. So I request all of you to give all your energy, all your effort, all your goals, everything you have in next 2 hours. Welcome to meeting number 365 or Turning Point Toastmasters. I'm your Sergeant at Arms, Priyanka Mishra, as beautiful as always. Here we provide you supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth. You are now code of conduct of Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised to follow certain rules which I am going to talk to you now. Audience, please be advised of any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting. It might result in removal of you from the meeting room. And please ensure you are switching off or making it silent mode or any kind of noise making device. Please speak responsibly about sex, religion, and politics. And as far as possible, please keep your video on the way I am doing. Role players, you're requested to rename yourself with the role name and your name suffix as a suffix. And also the guest and the other members from other club, please rename yourself underscore the club name or as a guest. Please be encouraged everyone with your Zoom emoticons as much as you could, because with that helps the speakers to be motivated and speak with their heart. And we sincerely request you to refrain chatting during the speech, any kind of speech, be it a table topic, speech, or any kind of speech. Please refrain talking over the chat. And the last, the polls will be ready after every section. So please, I request all of you to give your polls for best speaker of the day. And with that, I'd like to call a person who is a really great friend and who is a really great leader of our club. When I say leader, he's not a leader of our club. He has become a leader of three clubs now. He's the none other than the area director of this area, Toastmaster Utkarsh. I'd like to request Toastmaster Utkarsh to come as a deciding officer and address all of us. Thank you. Over to you.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Priyanka? Thank you so much, our incoming Madam Sergeant at Arms. The energy that you're bringing at the starting of the meeting is certainly infectious. And I feel supremely pumped right away. And I'm sure that there will be no dearth of energy with you as the Kickstarter of our meeting for the next 6 months. And aren't we lucky, guys? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. A very warm and hearty welcome to the fellow Toastmasters and my lovely guests. I welcome you all to meeting number 365 of Turning Point Toastmasters. We have so much in store for you for today. 2 scintillating speeches, one of which will be an icebreaker, followed by an impromptu section, and rounding it up by a comprehensive evaluation round. So, lots in store today as we gear up for one final meeting before the Toastmaster program year ends on the June 30th. For those who might be unaware, I guess there's a guest who joined us. All right. For those who might be unaware, a Toastmaster year runs from June to July of the from July to June of the following year. So this meeting will be the last of the current Toastmaster program year, and of course, the conclusion of the outgoing executive committee's term. And as we reflect on all this, let's ensure that we continue to uphold the Toastmaster spirit and the values it inculcates, which includes integrity, dedication to excellence, service to members, and respect for individuals. These values can be exemplified and can be reflected by us through various ways, such as, say, through honest evaluation, striving for improvement in every speech or every meeting for that matter, supporting fellow members in their growth, and fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment for all. We can also uphold these values by being on time for the meetings, very crucial, making sure that we put sincere effort in carrying out our meeting roles. We can also show respect to these values by giving respect to our fellow speakers and keeping our mics muted when we are not speaking, and of course, encouraging them generously. I urge everyone to carry these principles forward, ensuring that every meeting is a testament to our commitment to the Toastmasters values and, of course, to our personal growth. And speaking of growth, our growth will always be incomplete without our lovely guests. So, first and foremost, let me welcome and acknowledge the lovely guests who are joining us today. We're joined by Rudida. Hi, Rudida. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Welcome to Turning Point Toastmasters.
Thank
We
you.
we are so glad to have you, and we would love to know you a little bit more. So, how about a request you could tell us what you do for a living, where are you joining us from, and what led you to join this club today, and where did you come to know about the club and all. So, anything that of those sorts, please help us to
Uh,
possibly know you a little bit more.
now, now, like
Right away,
now or
yes.
then? Okay, fine. Thank you so much, Utkarsh, for letting me know so late that I'm speaking something about myself. तो अपनी तारीफ का क्या करूं? तो पता ही है दो तीन लोगों को यहाँ पे. So hi folks, I am Rudida Vidwans. I am assistant professor in KR Mangalam University in Forensic Science Department. So I got to know about this club from Utkarsh, and then Aina joined, and then today I'm here for the first meeting. So I look forward for everyone speaking, and I would like to know each one of you, and let's see how what other things I can learn from here. Because whatever and wherever I go or whatever clubs I join or whenever I talk to people, I have only one thing in my mind. See, what else can I learn from this event or the person or the scenario? So I look forward to learn everything, so many things from you all. So yeah, we'll be in touch and I'll keep joining the club in every meeting. So and I would like to know you all as well.
Thank you so much, Rudida. The growth mindset that you have shown, that you're always eager to learn and grow from every
Yeah.
meeting or everywhere that you go.
Yes.
It's so appreciable, and we thank you for joining us for joining this meeting today. And I'm sure you will have a great time. Do stick around, and I will definitely ask for your experience and your feedback towards the end of the meeting. Welcome, Rudida. Welcome.
Definitely. Yes, Utkarsh. Yes, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of applause for our guest?
Yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you. We're also
All the
joined
best,
by.
Aina.
Thank you. Thank you. The wishes are transferred to Aina. All right. Thank you so much, Rajita.
Okay.
We're also joined by Amit. Hi, Amit. Can you hear me?
Hey, hi. Yes, yes.
Hi, Amit. Is it possible for you to switch on your video?
Yeah, just a minute.
Hi,
Hi.
Amit. We are so glad to welcome you in a conventional Toastmaster meeting. I'm sure that you've joined one meeting with us. I think that was the election meeting, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So glad that you're joining this Toastmaster meeting, and we welcome you wholeheartedly. Is it possible for you to tell us in brief about yourself and how last week? So,
Sorry, I did
Amit, you can
not
hear
hear
me.
the last
I
sentence.
just asked, you can just tell us you can just give us a brief of what you do for a living and how has been your last week, like in very briefly.
Yeah, sure. So I am a research engineer currently based in Gurgaon. And my last week has been good, especially the weather has changed a lot here, and the temperature is, I mean, it's cooling down a bit. So I'm happy with that as well.
And what really inspires you for Toastmasters? Like, what really inspires you to join a Toastmaster meeting?
I think my fluency in talking, I need to improve that, and in general, conversational skills. And yeah, that is what inspires me.
Thank you so much. And we are truly inspired by you as well of the growth mindset that you're showing. And you're coming here to learn and grow, and at the same time, helping us grow and evolve. Thank you so much, Amit. I'm sure you will have a great time. Do stick around. Thank you so much. And we are also joined by Toastmaster Bala, who's a veteran Toastmaster from Techno Park Trivandrum Toastmaster Club. Hi and welcome, Toastmaster Bala. We are so glad to have you again, and I'm really excited. You always bring an extra element to our meetings, and it's so great to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, these are all the guests that we have for our meeting today. So in case you're not aware, Toastmaster as a platform provides a supportive and structured environment for individuals to practice and develop their communication and leadership abilities. And of course, you will get to know a lot more once you are there for the entire meeting. And we'll, of course, have a chit chat towards the end of the meeting. Thank you so much to all our guests. Well, few announcements, folks. Recently, we conducted our club level executive committee elections, and I'm extremely pleased to inform you that the incoming ExCom for the term July to December 2024 will be the president of Turning Point Toastmasters will be Neeraj Singla. The vice, keep the applause flowing, everyone. The vice president education of the club will be Toastmaster Megha Bansal. The vice president membership of the club will be Toastmaster Ankit Agarwal. The vice president public relation of TPTM will be Toastmaster Ravi Bharadwaj. The secretary of the club will be Toastmaster Priyesh Singh. The treasurer of our club will be distinguished Toastmaster Anant Katyani. And finally, the sergeant-at-arms, you've already been introduced to her, is going to be Toastmaster Priyanka Mishra. Huge congratulations and a huge round of applause to our incoming ExCom. Congratulations, and I'm sure you will have a very fruitful term the next 6 months. But that's not all. The leadership prowess of our club extends beyond these roles, and I'm extremely privileged to announce that two of our club's stalwart, distinguished Toastmaster Anand and Toastmaster Anshuman, will serve at District 41 as Associate Program Quality Director. Can we have a huge round of applause? This is big. And they both are here. Huge congratulations to both of you. And we are supremely proud of your success and so looking forward to your wisdom as we go along during this journey. Thank you so much and huge congratulations. And additionally, I'm also honored to join the District Executive Committee as the Area Director for I4. So yeah, can we have a clap for that as well? Thank you so much. This truly highlights the promise and the strength of our club, considering that 3 of its members are stepping into the district leadership roles. So huge kudos and a huge applause for Turning Point Toastmasters as a club. Can we have that? All right. Speaking of leadership, we have someone who is an epitome of the same. Our Toastmaster of the day today is Toastmaster Anshuman Mishra. Unfortunately, our designated Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Megha, could not turn up due to some personal loss. But rest assured, we have an equally adept host in the house who was gracious enough to accept this challenge at the last moment. A true leader and a delight for any team. Toastmaster Anshuman today will be shedding light on a topic that is both fascinating and highly relevant in today's world, which is the comparison and the interplay between emotional quotient and the intelligent quotient. Isn't that exciting? We're going to have a cracker of a meeting. Well, to tell you a little bit about our Toastmaster of the day, professionally, he works at Google as a MarkOps lead and has completed his black belts in Six Sigma. And whenever he's free, he loves playing all kinds of sports, including cricket, tennis, table tennis, and esports in FIFA. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge, huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day as he takes the stage? Can we have Toastmaster Anshuman spotlight, please? A huge round of applause for our host. A quick audio check, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Am I audible and visible, Toastmaster Utkarsh?
Yes, you are. Over to you.
All right, welcome everyone to another exciting Turning Point Toastmaster meeting. As we already discussed, I'm the substitute teacher, not teacher, substitute Toastmaster day for today evening. I wish Toastmaster Megha's family well in these trying times. However, today I have the opportunity to discuss with us a debate which has been there forever since the term emotional quotient has been coined by researchers and humanity of EQ versus IQ. For EQ versus IQ, I'll do away with the definitions quickly. So, IQ, we are mostly aware, is intelligence quotient. And since times forever, we have started to link IQ with our intelligence. That if our IQ scores are high, we are extremely intelligent. And if our IQ scores are low, we are not that intelligent. IQ encompasses logical reasoning, verbal reasoning, spatial reasoning, and also short term memory. So there are multiple aspects to intelligence quotient that researchers have figured out. That if I'm able to visualize things, if I'm able to solve logical puzzles, if my short term memory can encompass a lot of things. For example, the genius chess players can visualize multiple chess positions at one go and are able to move it. Like, for example, in Queen's Gambit serial or movie series, rather, Beth, who was the protagonist, was able to visualize multiple moves on the go. And grandmasters are able to do it. So their short term memory, their logical reasoning, their spatial memory is quite high. Thus, it's said their intelligence quotient is also high. For example, in our club, there are so many of us whose verbal reasoning is quite high. I can see Utkarsh, Priyanka, Animesh, Anant, extremely high verbal reasoning, and thus they can be considered verbally and IQ wise intelligent. But does that define overall intelligence in today's day and age? Not really. It's emotional quotient, which is EQ, popularized by a researcher called Daniel Goleman, which overtook the world by storm. In modern day and age, EQ and IQ define the overall intelligence for a person. So, what is EQ? What do you think is EQ? Rudida, what do you think EQ is?
I just felt like I'm being asked by one teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
it's good to be on the other
Actually,
side for once. Right?
matlab, see, I'm a science person, okay? So I have reason for everything, whether it is intelligence or whether it is IQ, EQ or IQ. Kyunki, see, I don't know, like I can't show you my wall, but the same thing on which I was working on, like some 3, 4 days back, just for a research purpose. These days I'm seeing so many things which are happening, which people are taking so many things casual. So the reason of casual is the things that they are taking things casual because their EQ is very less, and EQ is directly proportional to the functioning of your uh, prefrontal cortex. ठीक है? It is in a brain. So this is I mean, I know I'm going so much science. I'm talking so much science, but
Sure, Rudita.
yeah, like I have to tell you whatever I have studied and whatever research I have done. So, मैं बता you everything has logic.
Sure, Rudita. So as we go through the meeting, I'll check with you more on the science part of it. For us
Like,
layman people,
हाँ मतलब इमोशनल क्वेश्चन जो है it is being controlled inside body. We have all the points that controls our each and every activity, right? Even if I'm moving hand or if I'm saying yes, I'm listening yes. So I'm telling you, emotional question is controlled by that part of the brain. Okay, so that shuts the rational behavior of a person. If the person, person's EQ is very less.
right, fair.
So
Definitely. We'll
हाँ,
take the
तो
cue
फिर
from there.
yes.
Thank
And
you.
plus, intelligent question IQ is nowhere related to the remembering part of your brain. Because I know a person who know 1,500 plants botanical name. Okay? And his IQ is very less.
Fair enough. Definitely,
तो फिर
Rudita.
yeah, we cannot say कि भाई IQ and EQ goes hand in hand. नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं होता. मतलब I'm just telling, I'm just putting
Rudita,
forward
you
my
take
thoughts
over.
so that I
I'll go
can
as
open.
what you take over. I'll go and watch the match. You can take things over and then maybe you can introduce.
No, I'm just no.
No,
I'm
no,
just
Rudita,
here
thank
to
you. Thank you.
open
Allow
up
me
the
to take
discussion.
things.
I'm just here to open up some more discussion so
I
that
agree.
I can
Prefrontal cortex, IQ, short-term memory, long-term memory, definitely will
see.
discuss
I
it.
see Utkarsh and Aina. They know I talk like this only.
Sure, definitely, Rudita. I think you threw a lot of intelligent terms, and that
नहीं
requires
नहीं
like a high
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
IQ group to be there. But just for the sake and in the interest of time, so EQ, as layman, from a layman standpoint, is understanding our own emotions and controlling our own emotions, understanding other people's emotions and controlling other people's emotions. As simple as that. There are two aspects of it: understanding, controlling, self, others. In today's day and age, whether we work in a corporate environment, in an academic environment, in a Toastmaster environment, as you could imagine, one conflict or one anxious moment can throw all the rationality off. So, for example, any role player today has to give an intelligent speech or has to give an intelligent TMOD space. If the IQ is high, if the logical thinking is high, but the person's feeling anxious, is not feeling in the zone and is drowning, will the person be able to deliver the highest IQ potential? No, right? Because the person will get hijacked. The person will not be in the best position to be the optimum self. So definitely for a holistic passing through life, we require the engine, which is IQ, and the steering wheel, which is EQ, to control the whole vehicle of our personality and deliver the best output possible as a person. We'll talk more about it, but for the interest of guests and the members, I'll just share with you what a typical Toastmaster meeting looks like. So, a typical Toastmaster meeting has three broad sections. One is prepared speeches, where we have two superstar relatively new speakers who will deliver their speeches today. Then we have the table topic section, where most of us are going to get chance to practice spontaneous speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. And last but not the least, we'll have the evaluation section, where we'll get feedback on how we performed our roles today. And to lead the evaluation section, I like to invite on the stage our general evaluator for the evening, Toastmaster Ravi, to share with us how a general evaluation section looks like. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you're audible and visible. Over to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anshuman. So today I'm a general evaluator of this meeting, and I will be evaluating all the meeting with my team on the different parameters. So without wasting time, I would like to invite my team and they can share their rules in the meeting. First, Neeraj Singla, who will be playing as a timer. Neeraj.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Ravi. Dear Toastmaster and guest, today I'll be playing the role of timer, where I will check the conciseness of your speech. For the interest of the audience, there is a time defined for every speech that happens in Toastmaster. For prepared speeches, the timing duration is 5 to 7. For table topics, the time is 1 to 2 minutes. And for evaluators, time is 2 to 3 minutes. And there is a grace period on either side, except table topic. There is a grace side only on the upper side. When we meet the minimum qualified time, I'll be showing the green card. Then when there is a target time, I'll be showing the yellow card. And then when maximum time is reached, I'll be showing the red card. I will share the cards with you right away just to have for your reference. This is the green card. Is my screen up?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay. This is the yellow card and this will be red card. Okay, this is about my role. I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. And back to you, General Evaluator Ravi.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Neeraj. I would like to invite Animesh, who is playing our counter for today's meeting. Animesh.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll be listening for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and, I'll also listen for filler sounds, including and and I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word of such as I, or this means, or Toastmaster, just like I did a few minutes ago. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker has used these expressions when called upon by the general evaluator. Toastmaster Ravi, over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Animesh, for a brief introduction. So I would like to invite Pooja on the stage, who is playing as a grammarian. Pooja.
Yeah, good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speaker, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take a note of any misuse of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day to all of you. So for today's meeting, the word of the day is empathy, which means the ability to understand and share the feeling of another person. An example of using this word is, in his role as a therapist, empathy is crucial for building trust and understanding with his clients. I would encourage each speaker to use the word of the day, and I will give a word of the day report at the end of the meeting when called upon. So thank you, everyone, and over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Pooja. Just a small advice that please share these details in the chat for 3 to 4 times in the meeting. That's all. Thank you, team, for their brief introduction. I will share all my feedback and report at the end of the meeting. So I would like to give the stage to the host, TMO, Anshuman. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ravi, and thanks a lot, evaluation team, for sharing the details of individual roles. Now we move to the blockbuster session, which is the prepared speech section. And before I invite our first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Aina, I'd like to invite the evaluator for Toastmaster Aina, Toastmaster Srishti, to share the speech objectives for the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Aina. Over to you, Toastmaster Srishti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible.
Okay, thank you so much. Today, Aina is attempting her icebreaker speech, which is the first ever speech that any member gives in a Toastmasters program. So this is a special one. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So this is the first speech. Timer, please note that unlike regular speeches, this speech is a slightly shorter speech for 4 to 6 minutes. So Aina, you will be shown a green card at 4 minutes, a yellow card at 5 minutes, and a red card at 6 minutes, which will stay up until you finish speaking. If that's clear, today, so all the best, Aina. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman. I will be back with my report at the end.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Srishti. Toastmaster Aina, do you want to do a quick audio video check?
Yeah. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. So Toastmaster Aina is an assistant professor and researcher by profession. She's a gold medalist and a proud author. She likes to travel, listen to old Hindi songs, and she's a fun-loving and easygoing person who loves to write. She just started her Toastmaster journey. Toastmaster Aina is a coffee addict and a chocolate lover who's here to challenge herself. So Toastmaster Aina, overcoming the odds, story of my life. Overcoming odds, story of my
Point of order. Can we have audio video check once?
Toastmaster Aina, what to do in audio video?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Toastmaster Aina, is it possible for you to remove your headphones, because I think there's some disturbance because of it, as in like if you can speak without your headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better.
Better?
Better, yeah.
100 times better.
Okay.
Still, let's do a proper audio check once again.
Am I audible and visible?
Yep. All the best, Toastmaster Aina. So, Toastmaster Aina, overcoming the odds, story of my life. Overcoming the odds, story of my life. Toastmaster Aina.
Fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, good evening. Tonight, I invite you to join me on a journey through time, a journey of self discovery, transformation, and enduring power of love. My story begins with the exciting and colorful college days when I was a carefree teenager. I was a mischievous prankster, part of a close knit girls' gang. Why girls? I was in a girls' college, so there had to be girls. Although a couple of boys were doing uh, a couple of boys were doing a nanotechnology course offered by our college, but boy oh boy, have we not teased them? Of course, whenever we saw them, we stared at them and laughed for no reason. We used to call our friends, pretended to be somebody, and played jokes on them and laughed until our stomach started to ache. Our days were filled with endless laughter and adventure. We teased boys relentlessly, we played pranks, and created memories that would last a lifetime. Amidst this playful chaos, I also managed to get a gold medal in post graduation. But who cares about the gold medal when you have so many memories of your graduation days? Memories which fill your heart with love and happiness. As life moved on, a new adventure awaited me in the form of PhD. Filled with excitement, I embarked on this journey, eager to delve into the depths of knowledge and research. Little did I know that this experience would bring challenges that I could have never imagined. Far from the comforts of home, I found myself facing harsh reality of life, a reality marred with discrimination and isolation. The smile from my face slowly faded away as I constantly encountered microaggressions, subtle biases, and a deep sense of not belonging. It was a lonely and a disheartening time, filled with self doubt and uncertainty. Yet, Despite this darkness, despite these challenges, I refused to give up. Instead, I used it as a catalyst for my growth and self discovery. It was during this time I learned the importance of standing up for myself, speaking against injustice, helping those in need, and finding comfort in the small joys of life. It was during this time I understood the meaning of big words like compassion, empathy, power of human connection. I learned to be kind. Through these challenges, I discovered a profound truth of life that even in the darkest of moments, there is always a ray of light. Everything happens for a reason, and those situations they make you who you are actually meant to be. After my PhD, I moved to Chandigarh for my job to start a new chapter of my life, armed with this newfound wisdom and a hope in my heart. I embraced my new colleagues with acceptance, love, and positivity. To my delight, I was welcomed with love, appreciation, affection, care, and support. The warmth and acceptance I received in Chandigarh was completely opposite to the isolation I had faced in the earlier phase of my life. During my PhD, I also discovered one more thing: my love for writing. It started as a way to process my thoughts, my emotions, and my feelings, but it soon blossomed into a beautiful flower whose fragrance filled my heart with hope and peace. What do I write about? I write about everything. I write about my experiences, my observations, things that I learn, things that I want to learn. My writing is basically reflected, my writing basically reflects my journey, whatever I learn. It is one of my biggest strengths. It gives me happiness. It inspires me to be a better person every day. It gives me hope for a better future. In a nutshell, I'm a tapestry woven with the threads of compassion, mischief, and creativity. I'm a nerd, a lifelong learner, a girl with principle, a storyteller, and sometimes a dreamer. My journey is far from over, and I eagerly wait for all the adventures that life has to offer. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aina, for that stellar speech, and congratulations on taking the first step in giving hundreds of speeches in your Toastmaster journey. As is the tradition in Toastmasters, request us to stand up if feasible and give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Aina for the first speech. And the ones who are not able to stand up can use reaction button to give reactions to Aina. I have given my reaction. Please feel free to give your particular reaction for Aina. So fantastic speech, Toastmaster Aina, and we look forward to your future speeches too. All right. Request us to also take 1 minute to give feedback to Toastmaster Aina in her private chat. In the interim, Toastmaster Sanjida, do you want to do a quick audio video check? And we also have distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder in the house, who's silently listening without video to all of us. He snoops in and snoops out. Toastmaster Sanjita, do you want to do a quick audio video check? You're on mute, Toastmaster.
Am I audible? I'm just trying to fix my laptop. Okay,
No, you're
yeah.
audible and visible.
I'm audible and visible? Great.
Yep.
Just give
Someone in the audience, can you please confirm if Toastmaster Sanjita is audible and visible? All right, perfect. If you're not,
Slight noise issues. Sanjita, can you speak a longer sentence?
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Oops, sorry, my WhatsApp is also. Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you. There is a slight wind noise coming in the back end, probably because of the fan or an AC nearby. Is it
I
the
will
case?
just turn off my fan. Just give me a minute. My AC
Just slow
also.
it down, perhaps.
Is the
Much,
noise still there?
much better. Much better.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So before I invite Toastmaster Sangeeta on the stage to share her speech, I'd like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit, to share the speech objectives for Toastmaster Sangeeta. Over to you,
Am I
Toastmaster.
am I
Your
audible
audio.
and visible, Anshuman? Okay.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Sanjita is attempting her project 2 of level 1 from the innovative planning pathways. And the objective of our speech is to present a speech and receive a feedback from the evaluator. Best of luck, Sanjita. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ankit. So Toastmaster Sangeeta is a consultant working the space of public policy. She has keen interest in culture and tradition and has been fortunate enough to live in 6 different states of India. So apart from work, she's honing her public speaking skills, traveling as much as she can, watching diverse movies to understand different cultures. So definitely, Toastmaster Sangeeta is a culture fanatic. In her free time, she enjoys watching movies and is trying to develop a daily reading habit. All right. So Toastmaster Sangeeta, a journey towards transformation. A journey towards transformation. Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. So, how many of you feel that your life is mundane? How many of you fantasize about living in a different city or a country with slow mornings, uh, coffee, going to good bookstores, meeting diverse people, right? And the idea of living alone and exploring the world on your own. Well, I have. Phil Knight, in his memoir, said that trips can be the finishing touch to your education. And I truly agree on that. I have always fantasized the people who have the privilege to travel across and meet diverse people, to understand the culture. So with that, fascination, with that interest, I have always seek people or tried meeting people who would, give me that kind of knowledge or that kind of understanding as in how I can go towards that route. So I had the privilege of growing up in an environment or in a neighborhood where my neighbors' kids were already studying in Delhi and Bangalore. So that's when I was 18, I thought of, moving either to Delhi or to Bangalore. So when I was in graduation in my 5th semester, I thought like we all have our own plans, right? Either to go for higher studies or probably work somewhere. So I thought of approaching my parents in a way that they understand. I went to them and told them that, probably after graduation, I would like to work. I would like to work in a metropolitan city, probably in Delhi or Bangalore. Also, to give it context, I developed a little bit of interest in these two cities because one, that I come from a very slow paced environment. Um, my village is very slow paced and things hardly move there unless and until we have the urge to. The second, because my neighbor's kid, whenever they are back from the holiday, they used to share their own story, which looked like straight out of a movie. So I always wanted to live a dream that they were living. So this is where these two states came into place. So when I was describing, going back again to my parents, discussing this thing to my parents, So while I was discussing with them, I told them that, I want to have an exposure in a metropolitan city to have a work, to have an understanding what real life, uh, how am I supposed to apply whatever I have learned here in my college, right? And also and I also tried making them understand that I want to have it I want to have an understanding of work life balance, and I want to be a responsible citizen, grow up as a more responsible citizen. With that, I also have included a lot of fancy words, fancy keywords that would make them more probably make them more to think or to give a response, and not to just say yes or no at one go. So to my surprise, they said that they will come back to me. But when they said they will come back to me, was where I got more anxious, and I panicked, because I know what the next discussion will be on. It could be either on safety issue, or how will I manage my time, how will I fit in, because I come from Northeast, and going to either to North India or South India will be cultural shock for me as well. So uh, with that, when the next discussion happened, there was of course the obvious topics were brought in, and I started giving them examples that how my neighbor's kid are staying there and they have taken up a job. So there's always someone there as a safety, as a safe, I'd say, as a person whom I can go to, right? And I was so adamant that they had to give in. So that's when my Delhi journey started. When I was in Delhi, I realized that Delhi has given, so whatever I am today, I'm because of Delhi. And it has given me that exposure to meet that kind of people. And also it has given me that, uh, I would say, that courage to change my stream entirely. I'm from a commerce background. I started, doing CA, and then left working in a corporate, and then I did my master's in public policy. And it's because the kind of environment that you get there. So yeah, so basically it has been a city of dreams and opportunity that has been a transformative force in my life, and shaping me the person that I am today. And just as Delhi has grown and evolved, so have I, and embracing changes and taking risk. With that, I give the stage back to Toastmaster Anshuman. Yeah, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Usman Sanjida, for sharing your journey. Request us to all to take 1 minute to share feedback for Toastmaster Sanjita in the private chat.
In the meantime, when we're writing feedback for Toastmaster Sanjita, I request everyone to cast their votes for the best prepared speaker. Thank you.
All right. So, in the interest of time, we'll continue the aura of speeches and move on to the impromptu speeches section, which will be headed by Toastmaster Ashok, who will be taking forward the table topic master session. Toastmaster Ashok, do you want to test your audio and video?
Yes. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashok, to take forward the table topic section.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Hello, fellow Toastmaster, and esteemed guest. I have opportunity to conduct the table topic session, and as you all know, that table topic session helps member to develop their thinking skill and organize their thoughts in very quick manner. So it is sometimes very difficult to organize the thoughts, and that is why this session is very both excited and dreadful. So before I start, I would like to call first of all the guest.
Toastmaster Ashok, I request you to first start with the members who have not spoken or are attending this meeting passively. So we have Priyesh, we have Aprajita.
Yeah, members are requested to raise their hands so that I could identify them. Who want to volunteer? Members. I request all the members who have.
Toastmaster Aprajita has raised a hand.
Okay, Aprajita. Yeah, Toastmaster Aprajita, you have the topic. When was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you tried something new? Your topic is this.
When was the last time I tried something new? So, recently, I visited a dog shelter, which was in a very, um, which was in a very poor condition, and I have been in that dog center to visit and to deliver some of my old dog, which who is not anymore with me, his stuff to that shelter. And this was the very first thing I have been thinking of doing it in a while, but was not able to uh, mm, was not able to complete the process of it. And because of that, I was so when I went to that center, I first of all asked them how can I monitor it and how can I perform my role as a donor of like giving beds and giving stuffed toys and giving medicines and all the pedigrees which have been with me, which I purchased in for the future record, but I was not able to finish it up or not able to open and give it to my dog. So in that way they were very happy. The kennel keepers were very happy to see me, because people say that they will attend, they will donate, they will support the dog facility, the animal protection, but they are more of their words rather than of action. So this is one of the things which I did, and it was so simple and so um, sweet thing that I cannot even think of being in a zone that I have to make efforts and deal with it. It was so simple and so meaningful. So that's all which I did the new. Uh, I did something new in the dog shelter. That's all. Over to you. You are on mute.
Thank you, Aprajita. You delivered the very good speech, and I think you are very empathetic person. Okay, so you have teach us a lesson of empathy. So now, who will be the next volunteer? Please raise his or her hand.
Toastmaster Priyesh has raised his hand.
Toastmaster Priyesh.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Priyesh. Toastmaster Priyesh. Toastmaster Priyesh, you have The topic, who do you sometimes compare yourself to? You need 30 seconds to think.
I'm good. So who do I compare sometimes to? So to be honest, there will be a lot of people that I learn from and I constantly compare to. Uh, Starting out with my own family, my brother who has handled the family while I was not here because I've been living outside India, so managing the daily house things and everything, that's on his job, and he does it so well. He's capable of managing the relationships and family so better than I ever would be able to. And that is something I learned from him, something I learned from my parents. My father, particularly, is the entrepreneur spirit that he has. He started his own business from nothing, and he didn't have that much education to start with, but he did it really well. So that is something I constantly compare and I want to thrive and learn from. Again, where I study, if I start with the Toastmaster itself, I have so much talented people up here. Utkarsh is such a fabulous speaker, and same goes for Anand, who is Anand, who is my mentor. He guides me a lot how to structure a speech and how to make the conversation interesting by adding personal stories. So all these people, I like the constructive criticism that they gave me, and I constantly compare what they are doing better and how I can improve. So learning from all those people is something I look forward to, and I enjoy it quite a lot. Thanks. Back to your show.
Thank you, Priyesh. You spoke very well, and it is good that people always compare to someone or somebody. And it is said sincere comparison is good for life. Now, who will be the next?
Toastmaster
Please,
Ashok, I request you to please give a topic to Diana. She'll write it in the chat box. Then you can read it out later.
Okay,
So please give a
Diana.
topic to Toastmaster Diana.
Diana, the topic for you is, what is the most sensible thing you have ever heard someone say? What is the most sensible thing you ever heard someone say?
She'll write it in the chat box. Please move forward, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Diana. Did you hear the topic? Did you hear the topic, or shall I repeat it?
I have written in the chat box, so we can move forward. I think we can prioritize the guests also. So we have Toastmasters, we have guest Amit and guest Rudida here. So how about we invite Amit?
Okay, I would like to invite Amit.
Yes.
Okay, guest Amit, and the topic for you, what do you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago? What do you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago?
Okay. This is a very interesting topic. After all, I mean, 5 years ago, that was a time before I think COVID-19, and I really wish to. I really wish I would have started Toastmasters back then itself. I mean, apart from so I have tendency to repeat my words, and I have tendency uh, to speak in a manner that my words are not connected. So I think Toastmasters would have been a great start 5 years ago. Apart from that, I think reading a lot of books and taking part in several other events where I would have encouraged myself to improve my communication would also have been a thing that I would have done 5 years ago. That's it.
Okay, thank you, guest Amit, and you spoke very well. And it has been always the regret for the past activities, and no one can escape from it. Now we have guest Sudhika. Can you hear me, Sudhika?
Um, guest Rudita, is she here?
Yeah. I'm there.
Please go ahead.
Okay, Sudhika, you have topic. What can you do today that you were not capable of a year ago? Topic is what can you do today that you were not capable to do a year ago?
Um, Only when I hear, like when I listen or when I talk, when I think about this, I get only one thing in me, that I wish I could have had much more patience. Even no, 1 year is 1 year back is like too much, I can say. Even if I would have had patience 6 months back, it would have been better. So patience in everything, like overreacting, and then knowing that things are going wrong and still not having the like keep calm and then just react to the situation. I wish I could have learned that, but now I'm completely alone here. I'm staying alone because earlier I knew that I had my sister with me, I had my mom there with me. So मैं जो भी करूँगी घर वाले तो accept कर ही लेंगे was my thing, and then now I have to be much more thoughtful before I do anything in of course the institution that I work in, and then even in day-to-day life. So, and then another thing that I could have done was to work on myself in much more better way in exploring the things which I had stopped. I was a trekker earlier, like 2-3 years back before COVID, but then after COVID, I could not do it. So yeah, in future, I'll try to improve on these two things. Other than these two things, I don't think that I should have worked on anything else. And these two things makes everything actually to improve upon. It brackets everything. Yeah. So thank you. That's all from my side.
Toastmaster Ashok, you're on mute.
So,
Thank you, Sudhika. You spoke very well. Amazing speech. And who will be the next?
We can have guest Bala.
Bala, okay. Yeah, guest Bala. The topic is for you. Do you think do you think crying is a sign of weakness or a strength? Do you think crying is a sign or weakness or a strength?
Ladies and gentlemen, it depends. If I cry, it is a sign of weakness. If my wife cries, it's a sign of strength. Why do I say so? Because if she cries, she can get her things done from me. That's why it is her strength, but it may be my weakness. Now let's get serious. It's not about whether crying is a sign of weakness or strength. I have a friend who is a senior vice president in SAP Labs. He lives in Palo Alto and he came down to Bangalore and he hosted me at the Leela Palace. And he said to me, Bala, do you know, I cry almost every day. And I said, why do you cry? You're in such a position, you have the money. He said, my son is having autism. I could just empathize with him. But
It's not about just crying what he did. He went on to make an NGO in India for kids with autism. Today, it's a well-run organization. Ladies and gentlemen, it's up to us what we do after crying. You cry and do nothing, then it is your weakness. But if you cry and do something about the reason why you cried, then it is your strength. I would request each and every one of you to look into the different things or facets in your life and see why you cried. Do something about it, and you will come out stronger. There's no definite answer whether crying is a sign of weakness or strength. Would you agree? Back to table topics, Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala, for your speech, and it is amazing speech delivered by you. Now, who will be the next volunteer?
We can have Toastmaster Pooja.
Toastmaster Pooja. And the topic is for you, which activities make you lose track of time? Which activity make you lose track of time?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok, and a very relevant topic. Good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So I believe the activity which makes me lose the track of time is binge watching. Netflix or binge watching different serials on YouTube or movies, I would say. All these activities I feel are really time killing. At times it happens you start watching a web series and almost 3 to 4 hours have gone. So most of the time I have that conscious realization that whenever you start watching TV, there should be a timer set for me that after half an hour or 45 minutes at the max, I will stop right away. And whenever I have that realization, at times I even realize that even if 1 or 1.5 hours have passed, I make it a point to stop at that point right away and then move over to something constructive. Toastmasters is one such event wherein I feel it's a place wherein the time I'm spending, it's not getting wasted. I'm learning something new. I'm meeting diverse set of people. I'm working on my communication. I'm going ahead in my life. Whereas something wherein I'm losing time might be scrolling non-stop on phone. Instagram, one of the biggest time-killing app, I would say. So I have set off all the notifications from non-constructive apps like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and I just try to keep a conscious track of those apps so that I don't kill my time. So essentially, I think time is money, and we should effectively make use of our time. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashok. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja, and you shown us several things which are time killer, and you have told us a place where we can enjoy the time and gain the insightful information. Thank you very much. Who will be the next speaker?
We can have distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder taking up the topic.
Rupinder. Toastmaster Rupinder, a topic is for you. If you had to teach something, what would you teach? If you have something to teach, what would you teach?
We can't hear you, Rupinder.
We can't hear you.
Now? Could you speak a longer sentence, please?
Am I audible? Yes or no?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Now audible.
Do you want to give me a separate topic, or do you want me to continue with the same topic?
We will rather have Ashok announce the topic once again for you. Ashok, please announce the same topic once again.
Topic is, if you had to teach something, what would you teach?
Good question. Given that I've been a teacher for most of my life, been involved with education in one way or the other, most of us learn from experience. And if there was one thing that I would want everyone in this room to learn, it would be to understand the power of practice. You see, Navy SEALs has a quote. The quote goes as, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. We live in times of instant gratification. We want things like this. If an Amazon order is late by as much as 10 minutes, we start having anxiety attacks. If we've ordered food and that doesn't come within 30 minutes, we start thinking lawsuits and free food and God knows what else. What we don't realize is that the best things in life, they take their time. And I can give you a very good example of the best thing in your life that took its time. You just have to look at the person in the mirror. You were not born yesterday. You did not gain that wisdom yesterday. You gained it over a period of time. What you are is a product of your habits and your experiences forged over time. So my advice to you is be empathetic towards yourself. Don't try to get there fast. Try to get there for the long term. Begin slow, make it smooth, and it will become fast. To your point, Mr. Topics Master, if there was one thing that I was going to teach people, it would be this quote: slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Mr. Topics Master.
This is the last topic, Ashok. We need to end. You are speaking on mute.
Okay. Toastmaster Vipender, you really mesmerize us and give a very, very insightful information, and we must be empathetic to ourselves. Thank you. And this is from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Anshuman, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shok, and thanks a lot, everyone, for participating in table topic. I'll quickly read out Toastmaster Diana's table topic submission. Thank Toastmaster Madam Empathy. My life is most sensible was heard empathy. Felt someone hurt to me, empathy, whole life, hard empathy. Thank Table Masters. I am presuming the intent behind Toastmaster Diana's sharing is that she values empathy being demonstrated throughout her life. So definitely, I think empathy is one of the key parameters to live life successfully. In the interim, let's also vote for the best table topic speaker according to us. And we can also take a quick group feel. I think most of us have our videos open. The ones who don't, request us to open up our videos. We can show different reactions using Zoom emoticons. For me, it's a celebration. I'm surprised by the attendance today. Honestly, considering World Cup semi-final and so much ambiguity, this attendance
Perhaps because the toss is delayed, that's why the more attendance.
Good for us. But yeah, all of us are celebrating. I'll quickly take a screenshot. Amazing. And we have Toastmaster Nitin joining in his trademark style while driving. Almost 20% visibility, but Toastmaster Nitin always strives to join. Anyhow, moving forward, we already understood the importance of IQ and EQ. How can we develop IQ and EQ to build a holistic personality? I'll start with EQ. As we defined that EQ is understanding our emotions and controlling our emotions, and also for understanding people's emotions and controlling people's emotions. So, how can we understand our own emotions? In the chat, if you can just write, how can you be aware of your emotions, understand your emotions? What are the tools and techniques you can speak or write? What do you do? What do you do to understand or be aware of your own emotions? I'm sure our group has high EQ. So question your emotions is what distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder says. Journaling definitely is a great tool. So journaling, questioning your emotions. I want to be alone during the time. Definitely self-reflection by being alone. So definitely, I think all of it boils down to just pointing out what your emotions are in the moment. Increasing your emotional vocabulary. So the broad vocabulary may be sad, happy, anxious, worried. But if you can pinpoint more, if you can add 30 words to your vocabulary, identifying the emotions becomes easier. And once you identify your emotions, then you can change it. So, for example, if you're feeling anxious, so today I have a speech and I'm feeling anxious, what can you do? You can go out running. May not be practical in this heated atmosphere in India, but you can be practice different ways of mindfulness, be it silent meditation, be it meditation through chanting, be it just listening to an audio and making yourself comfortable. So the intent behind it is to get yourself in a neutral or a positive state of emotion for your mind to be most active. Ideal is joyous, happy, boiling with great, not boiling, but rising with great energy. But that may be difficult for you to get into. But minimum from, say, on a scale of -10 to +10, if you're on a scale of -8, say an angry state, oh my God, my boss, how dare my boss say this? So you should have, and if you identify you're angry, you have to get yourself to an at least a neutral state. So you get yourself a -8 to 0 through mindfulness, through exercise, through watching positive videos, talking to a friend. Develop an arsenal of 30 to 35 tools which you can exercise at the moment to change your emotional state. And ideally, start your day on a +10. If you can start your day on a +10, morning you wake up, go running, go do meditation, chant, listen to positive videos, listen to, say, religious videos if you're into active religion, you start on a +10. And if your boss is not good, if your peers are not good, they are not helping you with your emotions, from +10 you'll get to, say, +2. But you won't get to a -8. But if you start your day on a 0, if you are a neutral morning, once boss tells you something negative, you will go from 0 to -8. So this is controlling your own emotions. Controlling other people, definitely. By control, I am referring to influencing. That's more difficult than maybe controlling yourself. Again, similar activity. If you have to influence other people, you have to identify their emotions through active listening, through empathy, as Diana emphasized. So, active listening, not just words, but emotions behind those words. And then, how can you change those emotions? Again, this is all part of the EQ skills and definitely highly deployed in parenting, as distinguished Toastmaster Anant is demonstrating that EQ, while for kids or other people, is important. Identifying their emotions and controlling their emotions. All right, we got the EQ sorted. Coming to IQ. IQ, I think, for a lot of us is simpler. So for IQ, what can we do? Some examples. How can you boost your IQ? Reading.
Read more.
Okay, reading is one.
Learn more via various sources, anywhere you can find, whatever ways.
Learn through various sources.
Surround yourself with knowledgeable people like you.
Knowledgeable people. Amit is saying almonds. That's good. Eating healthy, regular exercise, adequate sleep. And then brain training exercises. You have a lot of apps with puzzles. You have, say, you can use games like chess, which deploy spatial skills, memory skills, learning skills. So IQ is still debatable. EQ research shows clearly that we can evolve to any level possible. IQ has its own debates that whether it's influenced by genetics, is it permanent, is it malleable? I don't know. But what I know is that it can be definitely improved to a level where we can definitely grow beyond our current IQ level. And holistically, using our IQ and EQ, we can become a powerhouse in our surroundings. If you have your spatial reasoning, memory skills, logical skills, verbal skills, empathy, conflict management, leadership skills, I'm already sounding like a CEO of a company, all sorted, then definitely who can stop you from achieving what you require in life, right? You have, as I said, you'll have your engine of life, which is your IQ, plus the steering wheel of your life, which is EQ, both in place, and you'll take your life to the next level, which you can't even imagine. So definitely, I look forward to us all evolving our IQ and EQ as we go along in life. But to improve IQ and EQ, we also require feedback. So we for today's session, I'll hand over now the stage to Toastmaster Ravi to give, along with his team, feedback of how we performed our roles today. And just one request, Toastmaster Ravi, please to pass on the stage to the presiding officer after the evaluation. All right, over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Okay, thank you, Anshuman, Toastmaster Anshuman. So it's one of the best part of the meeting when you get the feedback of your meeting, what you have performed and what you can improve. So without wasting our time, precious time, let's come to the first evaluator, who is Toastmaster Shishti, who will evaluate who will show the report of Toastmaster IM. So Shishti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. You change your life not by taking a big step, but by taking small steps consistently. Before I move into my evaluation, please take a moment to notice that I am standing, and I would ask everyone to stand where you are in Toastmasters tradition. It is the icebreaker speech for Toastmaster Aina. So we will do a standing ovation for her. Congrats on crossing this big milestone. This is the start of your journey. And I would like to congratulate you on getting started. And now moving on to the great things that I noticed in your speech. The first thing that I noticed was the kind of language that you used. That was beautiful, it was vivid. You peppered your speech with great vocabulary, similes, metaphors. You vividly described your college life in a girls' college. And that took me back to my own college. That's great for connection. Your message was inspiring. And you also used the word of the day. Your content was amazing. So these are some of the really great things that you did. In the interest of time, I'm going to move right away to things that I feel could have been improved. I would take one thing and elaborate on that. That would be vocal variety. So today, when you go back and listen to your speech again, you may realize that your tone and your speed were quite consistent throughout the speech. And as a result, there was a sense of monotony that occurred towards the end of the speech, I would suggest that you could practice adding pauses, speaking slower, and varying your volume. So when you have something exciting, you can be high volume and fast. And when you have to address something that's a little bit on the sadder side, you could lower your volume, slow down your pace, and that will make your speech more engaging for the audience. Now, to challenge yourself, what I would suggest you do is to engage with the audience via planning interaction within your speech. So you can do that by asking a question, asking them to perform an action like raise your hand if you have something. So that's all from me to you today. I'll send you your document over later on. And thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Srishti. It's always pleasure to see, to listen the evaluation you always give. So no feedback from my side. I will come to second evaluator, which is Ankit, and he is evaluating Sanjida. So stage to Ankit.
Thanks, Toastmaster, General Evaluator Ravi. A journey towards transformation. I loved how Sanjita shared her story of coming from a small village, dreaming about living in a bigger city and growing with it. And we could clearly see, like, in Sanjita, that her voice clarity as well as smile is infectious. You want to listen to her, like, when you hear her voice. You can clearly see that she is feeling and smiling, like, while she is speaking. So that, like, that adds to the audience engagement, like, because people want to see you, hear you for that. Apart from it, like, from the audience engagement point of view, like, you started your speech in a very good note in terms of asking people about the question, like asking them to imagine, like, whether they want to do it. So that's add to the audience engagement. In terms of things that you could improve on, or Sanjita could improve on, is first thing, like, we could clearly see that Sanjita was using some great number of filler words, what I will say, or the repetition of words. So and the second thing is, your eye contact was not like, you were not looking directly into the camera. Sometimes you were like looking sideways as well. So these are the two areas where you could improve on. And the third thing would be that you were sitting like quite near to the camera, so I could not see your hand gestures. So I think that would add to your speech or engagement level if we could see your hands as well. So overall it was great listening to you. Like, I definitely see your journey towards improving the communications. In terms of challenging yourself, I think one thing that you can challenge yourself is basically improving on the filler words or the repetition of words. How you can do it is, first you can be you first you should be conscious about, like, you are using some filler words or repetition of words, right? How to improve? One thing you can do is, you can pause after a sentence, right? Or and close your mouth at that time. And the second thing is, you can be slower as well, like while you are speaking. Like, if you are not aware of what you are going to speak next, right, and you are thinking about it, just slow it down so that you get more time, and you basically, with that, you will avoid using filler words. So this is one suggestion, and challenge yourself. But I am definitely looking forward to your upcoming speeches, and best of luck to you. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Ankit. No feedback from my side. So it's time for our tag team to share their report. First, I will like to invite our timer, which is Neeraj Singla.
Toastmaster Ravi, I think Toastmaster Pooja has to leave due to some office meeting. So how about we start in the reverse order and call Toastmaster Pooja?
Sure. Pooja, are you there? I think she left.
Toastmaster Pooja, are you there?
Yeah, am I? You are on mute, Pooja.
Hello, Pooja.
I think we lost her. We can start with someone else.
Sure, sure. Thank you. So, uh, Neeraj, please share the report of timer.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, here is my timing report. Aina took 5 minutes 17 seconds. Sanjita took 6 minutes 16 seconds. And then in table topics, Prajita took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Priyesh took 1 minute 30 seconds. Diana took, I need to change the timings of Diana. Amit took 1 minute 10 seconds. Rudhita took 1 minute 56 seconds. Pala took 2 minutes 16 seconds. Pooja took 1 minute 51 seconds. And Rupinder took 2 minutes 24 seconds. And sorry, I forgot to note the evaluation speeches. Yeah, this is about me. Timing report.
Thank you, Neeraj, for sharing the report. I think this one is for us. So let's come to the R counter, which is Animesh. Animesh, please show the report.
Thank you. Since I'm not going to be sharing my report as a as a screen, I'll read it out instead. So I was not able to note down the accounts for the sergeant at arms and presiding officer due to certain clashes. The Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Anshuman, was apart from an R, two arms, and one like, pretty much flawless. Of course, there were a few things that Toastmaster Diana noted. Let me just get back to that as well. So, according to Toastmaster Diana, there were five buts, one two wells, and two uses of than, one use of what. Um, Table topics master, Toastmaster Ashok used 6 times, 5 times, and there were 8 repetitions. Toastmaster Ashok, you need to work on your repetitions. Toastmaster Ravi, I was only able to note 2 hours so far, but maybe because you haven't had that much of a chance to speak. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Aina, used 6 times but, 5 times and, 1 time ah, 1 hour, 3 pauses, and 2 repetitions. Speaker Toastmaster Sanjita used 6 hours, 6 2 souls, 3 times like, and 2 pauses and 9 repetitions. Apart from that, and among those repetitions were probably well, there's always, and the example that I showed, there was also a premature jump into the next sentence 2 times. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Shrishti used 3 times, so 3 times, but 2 times, like 2 times, that 2 times, well 2 times, pause, 2 pauses and 1 repetition. Apart from that, there were 2 instances of the word now. Toastmaster Ankit used 2 wait a minute. So just a minute. Toastmaster Ankit used 2 hours, 2 There were 2 uses of I think, 1 use of and 1 use of and, 1 use of like, 1 use of that, 1 use of but. Actually, 2 uses of like, 1 use of so, 1 use of what, 1 use of how, and another are that Toastmaster Diana caught that I may have missed. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Diana, for filling in when I was not able to. Uh, Toastmaster Neeraj had 2 repetitions. I, as the R counter, had at least one R, 1 repetition, and see, one more the grammarian, however, was unable to deliver her report, so I have not been able to note anything. During the activity, which is the beginning of Toastmaster Anshuman's session as the Toastmaster of the day, of the evening, there was an almost takeover by Toastmaster by future Toastmaster Rudita Vidvansh, where there were four R's, five ums, and five repetitions, along with lots of Hindi colloquialisms. Current Toastmaster Aparajita during her table topics used four R's, um, two so's, two ands, and that's all I could note for her. Toastmaster Priyesh, three R's, one that, two pauses. Amit, I could note two R's and two that's, and of course two repetitions. Rudita Vidvans again during her table topics speech used two R's, two so's, four so's, two buts, uh, two you knows, two instances of that, three repetitions, and along with that, there were a few Hindi colloquialisms. Uh, Current Toastmaster Bala was flawless. However, there were a few uses of but and nothing out of place though. Uh, Pooja Kumar had, during her time as the table topic table topic speaker, had one and one well. If I may have missed anything, however, please please refer to what Diana has also noted. So, and finally, Toastmaster Rupinder had one one well, and one pause. Apart from which, he was very pretty much flawless, sailed through very well. With that, I'll end my report as the R counter. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Anmesh, for your report. Just one point which is very important, that you you can make it on the screen next time, so that we can easily find out what are the details, and each person can easily check their respective details on the spot. So thank you, Anmesh, for the report. So as our grammarian has left the meeting, so I think she has messaged one point here, that the word of the day was used by Aina and the guest Diana, and if I remember, Rupinder has also used it, and Anshuman has also used it. So these are the four names I can recall as used the word of the day. So let's come to my evaluation of the day. So let's start with the sergeant at arms at the starting, which is Priyanka. So as always, Priyanka has a great energy with her. She started with energy, and one thing, it started with the thought, which normally uh, sergeant at arms, I have not listened someone has started with the on thought. So I like this way of starting the meeting also, and so that's a good point which I can remember for sergeant at arms. For presiding officer, it's always learning. Even I am a general evaluator right now, but it's always a learning uh, part to listen to Utkarsh and the flow. And one point I really want to mention here is that the way he interacts with the guest is very special, that how he give the comfort to the guest to speak, and how he adjusts that time, and means it makes it a very uh, mesmerizing moment for each of us to enjoy that moment when he interacts with the guest. So, Utkarsh, well done. So, starting with the TMOD, Anshuman, uh, as first of all, the definition he has shared with us, the IQ versus EQ was was simple, and we can easily relate to it. And he shows the example of how IQ, like he linked it with the chess, so that we can understand what IQ means, what is how we can evaluate what is IQ. And second part is the EQ, where he shows that how important it is to have a EQ. in the life. It's not about IQ, it's all about EQ also. So I enjoy that part also. So other than this, I think what I like about the Anshuman is just a second. What I like about the Anshuman is the flow of the speech, the pace he enjoys, the flow, na, means the pace he has naturally. He has the comfort in that flow. So I really see the confidence. Even he has a slow pace other than other from other people, but he has that confidence to deliver his speech on that pace. So I enjoy that part of Anshuman. Uh, for the evaluation, I think for Aina already Srishti has given a very good feedback. So I have nothing to add. Just one point that Aina has very good eye contact with the screen. So I enjoyed that part also. So one thing for that. For Sanjita, one point already mentioned by the Ankit is that she was not having that eye contact. She was looking at the right side of the right side of her, which actually means she's thinking of what she wants to say, uh, the next line. So I think one thing she can done is to have the notes in front of her so that she can refer it on the spot when she wants to think of the next line. So this is one thing I would like to say to Sanjita. So let's come to the table topic. First of all, Ashok, I think it's the first time. So first of all, applause to the Ashok for the first time he's doing the table topic master. Uh, I firstly enjoyed that he started with the definition and its importance. Why the table topic is important in this meeting. So that's very good part. And one thing he was adding his views, his connection to the every point which the guest were or the toastmaster was saying. After every speech, he was adding his point and then going back to the next question, which I really enjoyed. That there was some connection at every point when he wants to connect that. So two things I just want to tell Ashok, that whenever you say any topic, there is a pattern, there's a way of saying it, like name, topic, topic, name. You have missed that on the part of Rupinder. So next time, even if you have said, but if you are asked to repeat, use this pattern every time. Okay. So after, and yes, something you were constantly looking at the notebook or notes you are preparing for the sorry you were checking on the notes on the screen when you were asking the question. I think you have used the part of means if someone was giving her or his speech, you can use that time to find out the question, and then uh, means you can say the question when means you can memorize that, use that time to memorize the question and say in front of screen when is the turn. So other than this, let's come to table topic. Aprajita, I think there was she talked about the dog shelter, and I can within a second I was connected with her on the emotional part. I can see the feeling of being uh, means on the other part that she has lost her dog, and how she was giving that 100% at that moment, and that connection I was getting at this point, at this place. And there was small pause she has taken which I really enjoyed, that she was not having that, some point was not, she was not able to articulate one point at one time, but she take a pause of 1 to 2 seconds, and then they'll start delivering it, which I really think that it was a good decision at that time. Priyesh, there was a good flow. I really enjoyed your speech where you talk about your family, and then Utkarsh and Anand. So it was a good flow. I just want to say that the at the starting of the speech, your speed was much fast. So, but at the end, you were at normal pace. So you can, if you can chew the word basically at the starting of it, means the pace should be slow so that other can understand. So one recommendation. Amit, I think one I really enjoyed it. He was having sorry, yeah, sorry, Amit. For eye contact was there. I I can see that he was on the screen all the time. He was looking, and there was some simplicity in his answer. He was very simple and gave to the point answer with the given time. I It was good to me. That feedback I have noted down right now. PM Dudia, if I'm pronouncing it right, uh, I think she has a smile on her face for all the time, which I loved. So she was saying something, but even the tone of the speech was a little bit negative. Means she was saying something else, but there was smile on her face, which I really appreciate. And but one point already mentioned by Animesh that she used Hindi words. So
Yeah,
I have already, so you should avoid Hindi words in the.
I'll avoid it next time.
Thank you. So next is Bala. Uh, One thing I like about Bala is he start with the introduction, introduce himself or take the audience in confidence before talking to the people. And flow and tone of the speech was marvelous. I think I really enjoyed it, and so sorry. So and he added his personal experience in it, which I think was one of the best things at any speech. Talking about Puja, she also introduced with done her introduction, which was one of the good things in her speech. And just one thing, she was having a monotonous tone in her speech, so she can work on that. So, and last one is Rupinder. What I can say about Rupinder, I think one of the perfect speech. It's I can always I can learn from every speech Rupinder do. So for that, I think that's from my side for all the evaluation. And if speakers can want to have a brief, can have the brief, the long evaluation, they can contact me. So that's all from my side. I would hand over the stage to presiding officer.
Anshuman, would you like to conclude?
I think Anshuman has already said that.
Yeah, I think he has gone to see the match. Okay, so Utkarsh is not here, so I am taking over the PO part. So a very, very big round of applause for our Toastmaster of the evening, Anshuman, for taking this theme at the last moment when Megha had to step away for something urgent and come up with something which is very comprehensive and extensive. And I have realized I have low EQ. I will be using the app which Rishti suggested. So thank you so much, Rishti and Anshuman. A very, very big round of applause for our journal evaluator Ravi for taking up this role for the first time and nailed it. He gave the feedback. He invested so much in the feedback and it was very comprehensive for everybody. A very, very big round of applause for him. And many congratulations to Aina for starting her speech journey. I know you will be moving only onward and upward from here. Yeah, congratulations. And then last but not least, Pooja for taking up her first role, and she absolutely nailed it. She had to leave at the last moment, but I knew like everything that she mentioned in the chat box, like she noted down everything. Thank you so much for that. Now it's the time for taking the feedback. Let's ask our guest first. Rudita, would you like to share something? Did you enjoy the meeting? Any feedback for us, how we can improve?
Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much to give me this opportunity to ask you to, figure out the things. So good. I don't have anything. I might not have anything to improve on, but yeah, we can add on. I would more than improve on. I would say that we can add on the things later on. But as of now, my first experience here, first time I have, joined some public platform. Earlier, I was in Bangalore. Before that, I was in Pune. So I used to do a lot of events, social events. But this is the first time after coming to Gurgaon, I'm joining this club as a, introductory guest. So yeah, it was a very pleasant to see you all like this. Like, I got so many different understanding and views about life as well as, the speaking as well. I knew that I use a lot of, I can improve it a bit, not bit, a lot.
That's absolutely fine,
Yeah,
Rudita.
thank you so
And
much.
thank you. Thanks to you as well for giving such a valuable feedback. And I will contact you offline for the things that you mentioned. We can add on more. So we can have a talk on this. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the meeting throughout. And I look forward to see you in our next meetings as well.
Yeah, I look forward to see all of you offline as well.
Hopefully soon we are planning to do it hybrid, but we can't
Yeah,
define the
that is
deadline
one
when it
thing.
can
Yeah,
be.
that is one thing. Yeah, this is the only thing that I can tell you that it will be much more better if we could interact offline. Because what happens online is, like how said that the person was looking at the other side of the camera. So people like us who are not very used to, do the online meetings and all, we don't understand what do we actually do and where do we look? Do we look at a person who is talking to us or do we look at a camera and we talk?
So
So
Rudita,
that
the thing is that we started this club because many of us, they cannot go offline and attend the meeting because of their different priorities. That's why we started this virtual setup. But we have sister club SPTM. They do hybrid meetings in Gurgaon. So whosoever wants to attend offline, they can go in that club and attend on Sundays. And they have defined venue. So I'll share that with you. If you would like, you can go and attend. And Utkarsh knows about it. So you can contact him also. Okay, now moving on to Amit to know his feedback. How did he enjoy it? Anything that we can improve on?
I think it was a pretty good session. I don't have any, I mean, I have positive feedbacks. I really enjoyed the speeches as well. Apart from that, the impromptu topics were also really great. I mean, we had to brainstorm a bit. So, yeah, it was wonderful.
Thank you so much, Amit. I'm glad you participated in table topic session and you enjoyed. I really look forward to see you in our next meetings. Okay, Diana, you can write your feedback in the chat box. I will read it out once you posted it. Okay. Okay, Diana, please write it. I will read it out. Meanwhile, I can share these results of the polls. The best speaker goes to Aina, the debutant. She did amazingly, I must say. And like here are the results. A very, very big round of applause for the Aina for winning the best speaker title. And then best table topic award goes to none other than Rupinder. A very, very big round of applause for Rupinder. And the best auxiliary role player goes to Animesh. Very big round of applause for him as well.
Credit goes to Diana as well. So
Yeah, Diana has supported you. Thank you so much, Diana, for being everywhere. Thank you so much. You are the star of the meeting today. Now the best speech evaluation goes to none other than Shrishti. A very, very big round of applause for Shrishti. And the best role player goes to Anshuman, most deserving. He did it amazingly. Yeah, thanks a lot, Anshuman, for, stepping up at the last moment and taking this role. Okay, Diana, did you write your feedback? I felt like for meeting great. Thank you so much, Diana. Your feedback is very valuable and I love to see you in all our meetings. Thank you for taking up time and joining these meetings. Okay, now it's the time for informal section. I will stop the live stream.